This is Back to Me, the podcast that I usually plan an opening sentence for, but forgot to today. So, hello.
Even though you had weeks.
Weeks.
Weeks. We've been here for weeks and she hasn't got one line organised. Not one line organised.
It's my one job. It's the only thing I meant to remember, and I did not.
It's not your only job. You do all the editing, you do all the clipping, you do all the cameraing, you do all the things. But yes.
Who are we?
Who are we? Who are we? We are
No,
your
I'm
hosts.
asking you.
I was just about to start talking. We are your hosts, Lisa and Katie. Or did I say Katie and Lisa? I can't. Look, it's been so
Lisa.
long.
It's
been
so
ridiculous.
long.
It's ridiculous.
I know, I've missed you.
Madness. Missed you too.
Very busy, hasn't it?
How's your last few days been?
It's been good. My best friend Ashley was here from America for a week, which is not long enough time for someone traveling from America.
That's true.
Life and all that, as she said, better than no week.
Better than no week, yes.
No week. So yeah, no, it was really good.
Any nice food, nice alcohol consumed?
Probably.
She's pure hanging. She's hanging.
I'm good.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're also up very early this morning.
Yeah, she had to leave like at 5:30. All these fuel protests. We were nervous because she was flying out of Dublin, so we weren't sure if she was going to get into any trouble. But she did not.
Good. And is it a direct flight to where she lives?
It is.
Brilliant. Because we went one year to LA and my brother stopped in Newark or whatever it's called.
Funny story about that. My mother-in-law used to think I was just super cute in the way I said New York Airport. I'm like, I came through Newark, and she's like, she's so cute. I'm like, it's literally called Newark, not New York.
Well, we were 8 hours.
In the airport. Oh, I've done many of those.
The children were not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Well,
that happened to Ashley on the way here. She was meant to have a connecting flight. The first flight got delayed, which was meant she'd miss her connection to Dublin, and so then they put her on the direct flight.
Oh, that's handy.
In 11 hours.
Oh, okay.
And she was already in the airport.
Yeah, no, the children were wee, and they were fine. Really, more till we got on the plane, and then it was just like they were overtired. Anyway, that's all that.
Speaking of planes, I actually did have something. We hung out with some friends, and one of them is one of our listeners from the very start. Oh. Hey, Sharon. And she was saying that her daughter is just about to get her driving license, but she's not happy with the picture that she took.
Oh.
And I said, get it retaken. And they all were very surprised at my take on this. Where's my phone? I actually need...
I don't know where your phone is.
Where did I put my phone? Please hold, watchers.
Please hold.
Did I bring my phone up? Maybe I didn't even bring it up. Wait, hold on.
It's not like you do not be without your phone.
I know. I actually need it for this bit. It's over here somewhere.
Please keep this part in.
I'm going to keep all this in. Yeah. I'm carrying the mic with me so I can keep in.
Yes.
So anyway, yes, I have a trauma.
Oh, trauma?
that ties back to this. And I'm going to show you, and
This
unlike...
is exciting.
Yes, you're going to be very pleased about this. I'm not going to show the listener.
Okay.
Yes.
The listener.
The
one listener.
The listener
My
and the
friend
watcher.
Sonia.
Yes. Sonia and Sharon. Well, Sharon saw it and wet herself. Jill. I'll show people in person. But when I was 16... and going on a school trip to Romania, I needed to get my first passport.
Yes.
It wasn't. Hold on.
It definitely has to go on the screen.
Oh, it's not.
No, but I think it's making people watch on YouTube rather than listen.
If we get over 200 subscribers, I will. But you know when people are like, oh no, you should see my passport photo. It's so terrible.
Let me see. I'll be the judge.
No, everyone sees mine, and then they're like, oh.
This is why you're advising this young girl to get hers redone.
Go get it redone. If she's not happy with it.
Right. I'm really hoping for excellence here.
You ready?
And
I'm going to... Don't show the screen.
Okay. Oh, that's really bad.
Isn't it?
That's really, really bad.
You even look like me.
No, you look like a character from a cartoon. Not Tinkerbell. They have triangle
I look like
hair.
the sidekick of the bad guy of whatever cartoon you're thinking of.
No, it's the hair, the triangle hair. I can't...
The fluff.
Well, I'll find that character. I'll send you that picture and you put that up.
Yes, I'll put the picture of the character up because seriously, what was my mother thinking? I love you, Mum, if you're watching.
Did you not have any serum?
No.
No? Or straighteners or anything?
No, we didn't have straighteners. Wise up, it was...
That's true.
Early 90s. We actually didn't have straighteners. And shortly after this, I chopped my hair all off.
Short.
Yes, probably because of this picture. How would my mother not...
why did she not... It is on your license.
It's on my passport.
What's your passport?
This had to do me until I was 26 years old.
What age are you there?
16. The only thing, actually, I got married at 20...
something.
4. So
you're able to
I
get
got away
changed.
with. I got rid of it a little bit
I
early.
do have a few more driving license ones that I'm like,
They're not as bad as this, though, are they?
Nothing
Nothing
as bad as that. Nothing is
Yeah.
bad. This should be on a game show. Whose child? Oh, you know what you could do?
No, what? Do you think it looks like me?
No.
Thank
Do you know how
answer.
you know, sometimes you go to like, you know, events or these sort of icebreaker things. It's like, who is this child or who is this baby? You should pick that one up. You would win every single time. Every time.
I think so.
Every time.
It's traumatizing, and I hold a little bit of a grudge against my mother for not having me retake that photo.
Nigel's not in love with his middle name.
Okay.
And his passport or license, something came with his middle name on it. He was like, I don't even think I've thought about it since it was 10. And no, that's just not who I am. He sent it back and got it taken off.
Oh, I thought you had to have your...
Whatever ID it was that came. Don't come at me after the ID police. And, you know, I don't take any notion of those things.
Okay.
I like to be in the loop, but not in the loop.
Not part of a loop.
I like to be on the edge of the loop, but not like to actually in it. I have enough looping going on myself, you know.
Okay.
Nigel's the boss of all that. I just remember something coming and I'm going, why is my middle name on that? Send it back. Change that. No, thank you. Amen.
And are you going to tell us what the middle name is?
Absolutely not.
No. Because
Not worth
Nigel
my
does
life.
watch.
Nigel is one of our best listeners.
You have to tell me after, because I showed you the photo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nigel's one of our best listeners, and he comes home some days and he doesn't say that he's listening, but then after dinner he'll just pop in a wee thing, and I'll be like, "Do you listen to the pod today?" And he's like, "Yes, I did indeed."
Well, it's better than Billy. Billy does not listen.
Yes, that's true.
So the other thing that came out of my conversation with my fan friend is that we really need to address the tunnel.
Okay.
So what we need to do...
Do you want to tell the people?
You're going to tell us what it is,
okay,
and then I'm going to tell you why it's wrong.
Okay,
and then we're going to come up with a better
version
metaphor.
I'm so excited.
So tell us about the tunnel of not love.
Okay, so when we get into conflict with our person, we have what we call a rupture. So that's the disagreement about didn't empty the dishwasher, forgot to pick up the kids, whatever it is, blah, 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 okay?
Yep.
Then we start a whole back and forward. Why did you not? Da, 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 da. And then that usually escalates. And in my case, it would escalate to me saying all my words and then giving my poor husband the silent treatment.
Yes.
So that is me starting in the emotional tunnel, not being very nice, and then jumping out of the tunnel and ignoring him for 3 days.
How did you get in the tunnel?
So the rupture just magically puts you into the tunnel.
See, that's the disconnect. Yeah.
Okay.
So
what do you want to do? A vortex? What do you want to
bubble?
do? A bubble.
Do you live in a bubble?
How do you get into the bubble then?
You just if you were always in the tunnel, I think I would maybe understand it more. But
okay,
you just suddenly you have a fight and you're in a tunnel. Doesn't make any sense.
So if I said,
like all the other things you talk about make so much sense.
So much this, and you agree with them so well.
Yes.
So if I said that emotions start to run high when you have a disagreement, and all of a sudden you find yourself in this emotional, and you can call it bubble, tunnel, whatever.
Black hole.
Black hole would be really, really sad.
Yeah.
That would be really difficult. The reason why we
That's
teach it in a tunnel is because if you imagine a tunnel, it has a top and it has a bottom. So you want to stay in the middling. You want to keep your nervous system in the middle.
I think if you thought of, if you were always in the tunnel.
Okay.
And it ruptured.
Okay.
That would make sense
to
to
there.
me.
You can, if that works for you.
But it just suddenly appearing in where this tunnel came from, but makes sense.
So let's think of your relationship as an ongoing tunnel.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
This makes more sense.
Let's make it that whatever works for you. It's just a tool. Whatever works for you. So you're in the tunnel and you're just tootling along in the tunnel. And you could even think of the rupture being like a huge pothole or something like that. So we hit a rupture and now we're going, or the other person's not speaking at all. But either way, we go. When our nervous system gets activated, we go into fight, flight, or fawn.
Fawn.
Freeze.
And so do you have to dig out of this tunnel?
Well, we would just like you to develop the muscle that we can stay
within
it.
Okay.
Not freak out and be like,
when it ruptures and you try and get out of it, is there a lot of ground to get through or water? Like, where is the tunnel? What is the tunnel going through?
Oh, I see. So if you imagine the tunnel being at the top of the tunnel, the bottom of the tunnel, and you imagine your nervous system tootling along, a little bit up, a little bit down, a little down. But when you get into fight or flight, your nervous system goes, wah, and you're now head hitting the top of the tunnel and like a cartoon springing out of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Or you're hitting the bottom of the tunnel and like a cartoon drilling into the ground, like, I'm not doing this, I'm not
through the roof
of
the tunnel, not out the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely. We want you to stay in the tunnel so you can get out the end of it.
We do want to get out of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Well, then that doesn't work with life as a tunnel.
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
Back to my way's the best way.
No. It doesn't make any sense. Why am I jumping in the tunnel?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't think that you and your partner have an issue with this. This is why it's not resonating with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't go to tunnels.
I think that you two just say your words. Maybe I'm guessing, like literally, I know them quite well, but I do not know this. I'd say you two say your words, maybe give each other half an hour to process the situation and then be like, okay, let's get on with the day.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never hear you saying, well, I'm not speaking to Billy. This is for people who cannot regulate their nervous systems.
So they're the ones that need to get into the tunnel.
They need to practice and develop the muscle.
Is it like one of those kids' toys ones that like expand,
This one's going on for a long time. In the real life tunnel, this should be over and done with.
Okay. I don't know if
I'll use this one sometimes when people, if you think of your nervous system like the revs of a car, I know we're all running around these electric cars now, not me, but but if you thought of a rev meter, you want to keep your nervous system at like 1, 2, or 3. Once your nervous system goes up to 4, 5, and 6, you're in fight or flight. You're not making any sense. You're saying things you shouldn't. You are possibly verbally abusing your person, if not just saying things that you can't take back. Once that nervous system gets revved up, you're no good to anybody. You want to keep that nervous system regulated, and that takes practice. And I did not have that skill for 25
like the
years.
Car analogy better than the tunnel.
I'm not getting paid for this, not getting paid for this.
Not getting paid. No, indeed.
No, exactly.
It's costing us this is our sanity. But car.
It's car. So
let's go with the car instead of a tunnel.
The car, you like that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to regulate ourselves. Do you know how to regulate your nervous system?
I rub my leg.
So we can do things like on our fingers, like your thumb on your, what is that finger? Pointer finger?
Index.
Index, yeah. So like we can do like, okay, if you're not watching, you just need to watch. So we do like 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 6, 4, 2. Practice the alphabet backwards.
Z, Y, X, and W, V, U, T, S. So keep it easy.
You did know how to do that. That's just
I was regulating myself.
You're regulating yourself. Count back in 7s from 100. Do box breathing. Yeah, something that makes you concentrate and makes you get back in the frontal lobe. Makes you not ruminate how annoying your partner is.
Ruminate.
And get back in your frontal lobe, and then figure out what's going on here for me. What am I actually annoyed about? I know I'm angry, but what's actually going on underneath?
Get out of the driver's seat into the back seat together.
There we go. Together. Where we cuddle. Right, so anyway, you and your friend, what's her name again? Sharon don't agree with the tunnel. I think I know this Sharon. I don't think she's a rever up to 5 either.
I don't know if you know the Sharon.
Oh, is it a different Sharon I'm thinking about?
What Sharon are you thinking about? No, not that Sharon.
Not that Sharon.
Different Sharon.
I
love that Sharon too.
I met somebody who knows you.
Oh, who was that?
I was in the Chinese restaurant getting a takeaway.
Was it the guy behind the counter? He does know me.
No. And she said, "Oh, I used to go to church with Kitty." Now I cannot remember her name.
Okay.
Her daughter is called Helen.
Was it Heather?
Your sister? No.
Was it?
I actually don't know if you'd tell me her name anyway. She's an older lady
with short, short grey hair.
Short cool hair, yeah.
Very cool hair.
Very cool hair. And her daughter.
Her name is Heather.
Cool, is it Heather?
Yes.
So she says she misses you. She'd like to meet you for coffee.
Anytime.
So we had that. I didn't know about the podcast. I don't know if she's a listener or what.
Well, how did you make the connection that she knows me?
That's a very good point. I know the daughter. So I was talking to the daughter, and I recognised the mummy as well. And she says, "And you and I have a common friend."
Well, it must be the podcast.
You think so?
I hope not, but probably.
Anyway, we haven't even seen each other since Easter and all that there. Your lot were away for a while or something?
My Billy took my 2 boys to Italy camping.
And real camping or Euro camping?
Real camping. wild camping. They packed a couple of 1-person tents in a bag and a sleeping bag and a stove and a real map, and off they went. And
flying?
Like, they flew to Italy. So he's done this before. He's taken them camping once before. Took them to England, and he wanted to do something similar. And it was cheaper to fly to Italy.
Wow,
like it was just stupid. So he flew to Italy, and then they, I think they got a train like an hour south, and then they for 4 days were in the mountains of Italy. And have you heard of? I had not heard of this prior, but a ferrata. I have heard nothing but since of this word. It's like when there's cables attached all up on cliff faces and climbing up waterfalls, and you're hooked in to the cable, and then you have to like traverse ledges and edges and things.
Oh my days.
Yeah,
that's one of those activities I like to know after my children have done it.
Well, Billy had shown me before that they were going to do this, and we looked at it together, and I'm like, it doesn't look that difficult. We watched the level 1, 2 on YouTube. Turns out they accidentally did the level 4, 5. Okay. So I am glad that I didn't see much of it till after. My older boy was more nervous of it. My younger boy was just like a mile ahead of anyone, like little spider monkey climbing up.
His frontal lobe was nowhere near even halfway developed.
So he said it was one of the best things he'd ever done in his life.
It's like when you see children skiing, you're like, what? Yes. They have no frontal lobe. They have no fear.
Yes, and my older boy, who is 14 coming 15,
starting to sort of be like, oh yes, there's an element here.
And he's a bit more like me. It's a very good thing I was there, because it was 3 hours and there was a lot of upper body strength required, which I don't think I have.
No.
But they had a wonderful
amazing
time.
What fabulous bonding.
Yes. He's a very good dad. Everyone's like, did you go? And I'm like, no,
girls don't camp. Absolutely not. No. Yes, Lara and I went, Lara was home at the weekend, and her and I went to the cold dipping sauna hot tub thing up at Cave Hill, Red Barn. With lovely Maeve, she's lovely. And I was like, nice, you want to come? He's like, absolutely not. No,
thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for inviting me, but no. So we had a lovely time.
That's nice.
Yes. That's all we did over Easter.
How long do you dip in the cool, cold pool?
Totally up
Is it like in and out, or
some guys? I've never seen a girl do this. Some guys just get in, put their heads and everything under, and then just get out like 10 seconds. I like to ease myself in and then be in for like 2 minutes.
And do you put your head under at all?
I do not put my head under. My hair would just be no.
That's why you don't, because of your hair.
Yes. Otherwise, I would. Absolutely not. But no, that would.
My hair always sits a bit nicer after it's been wet. The ocean is great for making my hair go mad curly.
Because you can get those sprays now, sea salt sprays.
We were down in Galway or something a few years back, and when we got home, Billy had acquired an entire Coke bottle full of the sea water for me to spray
your hair. I cute. Prior to that, we had been over to Glasgow because Elise got her big girl car, and then brought Elise's car home for Jake, and we surprised him for his birthday. We haven't seen each other since then. No.
So he's not driving the yellow machine.
He's not
anymore.
in the wee yellow machine anymore. So he's got his big boy car now. Because we were looking for a secondhand car for him. I was like, okay, we know there's a perfectly good secondhand car in Glasgow. We'll go and get it. So he was all chuffed.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's got his new car.
So you went over and got it and brought it back. Did you bring him with you?
No, but I had to do a big lie and everything.
Big lies.
Which I'm really surprised he didn't catch me out on, because I don't do public transport. So we told him that we were going over with Elise's new car, going to her, and then we were getting the bus home from Glasgow. The bus from Glasgow is only like £40 or something.
Yeah,
you could go for like a day trip.
Thing. Yeah.
So we were like, we're just going to get on that side and come home. And he's like, he's
Jake.
Then he rang, was like, okay, do you need picked up from the boat or whatever? Because I'm thinking of going out and blah, blah. I was like, for goodness sake, Jake. That's so irresponsible. Mummy and Daddy need a lift home. Fine, I'll get my friend Julie to bring us home. We were in his car. And I also was like, and also, I can't talk. I'm on this bus. And your daddy's sleeping. So I can't even talk to you right now. Okay, sorry, Mum. Okay.
Oh, he's so sweet. That was so sweet that he asked if you need a lift as well.
So then when he got the car on his birthday, Because everybody, the girls both came home for his birthday. When they got the car for his birthday, he was like, "We're even on that bus."
I love it.
I was like, Jake, do you know me at all? No, I was not on that bus.
That's fun.
So that was fun. We did that. Had to get him a new, I don't know what the other word is for this, gear stick topper.
She wanted to say knob.
That thing.
You wanted to say knob.
Because I was driving the car.
Gear knob, I think, isn't it?
Is it gear knob?
That's what we're going to call it.
Gear knob. Had to give him a new gear. Yeah, I took the hand off myself. I was like, how has Elise been driving this? It was like a mess. So got him that. Got him new mats. I didn't do any of this. Nige got the new mats. I just say yes. Nige got the new mats. Got him new that. Got him a new steering wheel, blah, 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 cover, blah, blah. Because Lara had wrecked the steering wheel years ago. So this was the car Elise and Lara.
What was Lara doing to the steering wheel and the gear knob?
She makes her own rings and she makes her own jewellery. And so anything like that.
And they're very misshapen and damaged things that they touch.
if there's a ring in a shop that is the worst ring in the shop, she will have it. So that, anyway, that's all very important. That was what we did. That was it.
Did I tell you about my car?
It's beautiful, very sexy.
Yes, I very like it. But we had to pick it up in Luton, and when I say we,
no, of course,
much like you, I sent Billy. I was not going to go
the royal
there.
We. Like when I say, Katie, do you know what we should do?
Yes, you say that to me a lot.
I do put it in wee markers sometimes.
They were meant to deliver it to Ken Ryan, the port near Stranraer, and then suddenly they decided they couldn't. So when it was going to be there, Billy was going to get the ferry over, spend the day skiing in Scotland. Did I tell this?
Perfect. No, you told me about this.
And then drive back that evening, and that was fine. Then suddenly they changed it to Luton, which is 8 hours more south, and it's Billy, so he still had to go skiing.
That was on the agenda.
So he flew into Luton.
I'd be a bit like that.
Drove all the way up, 4 hours past Ken Ryan, where he needed to be to come home. Stayed the night, went skiing, came home.
Mad.
But he had a wonderful time. Apparently skiing in Scotland is very good.
I discovered I was pregnant with Elise on the ski slopes in Scotland.
So many questions. I don't know if I want to ask any of them.
They're just like, how are we going to get you down? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's the way I got down last time.
I mean,
well, pretty much could. I was just have that, that moment of, that seems like a while. Let me just, and you're skiing away going, yeah, that has definitely been a while. That's definitely been a while.
That was one. We were booking a wedding in 9 months in Italy, and I was like,
not your wedding.
No. To work at the wedding, to film it, and I remember thinking, if I was pregnant, that would be a really bad time.
Yeah.
And I did literally. I did not go to the wedding because the wedding was on the Saturday, and I was due to give birth on Monday or Tuesday.
Don't put Billy to the one.
It was Tuesday. So, Billy, of course Billy went, and of course he'd be back in time. And it is the one and only time in his entire life that he missed a flight. But he did get home in time.
And were you on time? Were you on time?
I was induced, so yes.
Okay, perfect.
Bang on.
Well, no, that was because it took us a little while to get Elise here, and I think we were just like kind of decided to put it out of our heads, just like, okay, let's just not maybe we're just making too big of this, blah blah blah.
So the realization was on the ski slope.
So then Nige was like, I was like, okay, but there's nothing that we can do, and people ski very, very, very pregnant, so I think we'll just have to go with this. And you can't just wrap me in a cotton wool bubble now for forever. So that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, so that would have been 25 years ago. So no, we have not been back since, but we should.
Can you ski?
Yes.
Oh, I cannot.
Oh,
have we not had this conversation?
No, never tried.
We haven't had this conversation. No. Buckle up, listeners. The 2 worst days of my life were the 2 days that I attempted skiing. Separate days.
And is Billy a skier or a snowboarder?
Billy is a skier. He's a short skier. So he's got like cute little short ones. But he grew up near the mountains of North Carolina, so he was there every weekend. He had a season pass. He is Mr. Black Diamond.
Okay, no, I'm not.
The most difficult of things.
That brings me no pleasure.
He loves all that, and he's very, very good. And then you have me, who cannot roller boot or rollerblade and falls off stationary bikes because balance apparently is not my forte.
Wow.
So the first time, this was not with Billy. I was in college in America, and one of the girls had this minivan. That was her car. It was very cool. And so all the girls decided to go up. There's me and another girl from here. had never skied, everyone else had, and they were of course all going to teach us, but the minute you get there, they don't want to teach us, they want to
you need to take lessons.
So my friend Avril, I'm certain I told this story, sorry if it's repetitive, she and I decided, let's just jump on the ski lift, see what happens.
I see, there's a wee mistake.
Yeah. Right, so getting on, tricky. Getting off, well, halfway we're like, oh, how are we going to do that?
I don't think they'd even let you do that now.
Good, they shouldn't, and it's possibly because of us.
Well, when we started skiing, we were really 19, 20, but it was very much like you go to ski school every morning, and you'll get a bit of free time in the afternoon to practice. That's the way we did it.
Well, that is the sensible way.
That's the way we did it. I think if we went now with all the kids now, because they've all skied a couple of times, I think now we probably wouldn't. I maybe would get maybe 1 or 2 little private lessons just to, because
you'd probably be fine.
Old and just think I feel like I would need a wee bit of something. But that's going to be our holiday next year.
Oh,
we don't think we're going on a summer holiday this year. Everybody's everywhere. It's just
narrator. Mad. Yes, they did. I fell off the ski thing at the top. Mm-hmm. Skis went everywhere. People were scary. Landing on top of us, whatever. So we got back up. We eventually got up right again and started off, pulled out into the, scooted out, and
ski slope.
Very slope. Yes, thank you. It's very steep. And we just started going really slowly, really stupidly, really sideways. And the next minute, Avril zoomed past me at what must have only been 100 miles an hour. Then did this massive cartwheel, and her skis were flying in every direction. And I started to wet myself laughing, and then promptly did exactly the same thing behind her. And we both landed up in a pile on the bottom of the ski slope and said, let's never do that again. So that was time 1. Time 2, fast forward a few years with Billy and his best friend and my other friend, Micah. Cut 2 couples. And she had never done it either. Of course, she's one of these people. Thanks, Micah.
Oh, so annoying.
Yeah, so annoying. Puts the ski on. Suddenly she's like, oh yeah, I'm an amazing skier.
So annoying.
She was.
And you've never taken the boys?
No.
Would you not take the boys now and the 3 of you learn together?
I think I'm too old.
You're not too old. You're not.
No, I think they say it's really hard to learn after 40.
Well, I don't know who they are, but they're talking a load of.
But you don't. You do
that's
before
because
40.
people say things. That's because people say stupid things.
I'm
you can
pretty sure
always lay down new neural pathways. Okay, you might need to go to the gym.
Life coaching.
You might need to go to the gym and do a few squats because they're flipping going to kill your legs. But apart from that, you can lay down your new neural pathways till the day you die. We used to believe stupid things like only till you're 40. Okay, it's really limiting. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. And whoever told you that is silly.
I feel very told off right now.
Sorry for telling you off, but that really annoys me.
In defense of I cannot roll a boot, a blade, or those things.
Neither can I. It makes no difference.
I tried very many times to do that as a child. Well, quite a few. And then Heather would do it, and she'd be really good. But then she'd fall and cut her knee, and I'd be like, "Well, I'm not doing that."
No, we didn't. We skied in our early 20s, and then I didn't ski again. I will go with you on this journey. I didn't ski again until the kids were, well, maybe I was 40, actually. Yeah, because, I was in my 40s. So I skied a few times in my early 20s, and I was like, I'm not a great skier. I can manage. And then when in my 40s, we all went as a family with a group of other families, and I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Shirley, automatic negative thoughts. That person who was just speaking out your mouth a second ago, was on fire. Of course, the kids were like off, and I was like, and the instructor was like, they are not yours anymore. They are mine now. In other words, it is broken English. Get to your group right now. Of course, then I'm late, holding up the whole group, and I'm like, oh, I'm skiing. I'm actually skiing. I'm skiing, and the muscle memory just kicked in, and that was it.
Well, see, I don't have the muscle memory.
I know, but you just have to go to the beginning.
I will have the
really
memory.
Funny, actually, to go with the boys because you'll all be in the bunny slopes. It will be hilarious.
My younger boy will be fine. But the second time that I went. This is what muscle memory will happen. I'll fall off the ski lift and it will continue to hit me in the back of the head while it takes them 3 or 4 turns to stop it. And then my husband will have to ski backwards, holding my hands, guiding me down as I cry my eyes out, declaring, I'm going to die. Help me.
No, none of that will happen. Shirley is really on fire now.
When it comes to skiing.
Well, when first time we went as a family, how have we gotten skiing? I had a whole list of things to talk about. We're on skiing now. I'm laughing about. I'm going to tell you a joke about Shirley in a minute. Well, I'll just tell it now because I'll forget.
Because we'll forget if you don't tell it now.
Bring me back to skiing,
We'll try.
Bring me back to skiing and Elise after I tell this story.
Okay.
When we were in Thailand in the summer, what are we like? When we were in Thailand in the summer, Lara and I, we like to go exploring, and Lara loves the water, so we were in, and I was like, "What about we go over here?" She goes, "Mummy, sometimes Shirley is right." She's right. I think that's enough now, and I was like, I think you could be right, because I was like, maybe we could get back to where we were by going. And she's like, no, I think Shirley is right. I think we should just go back the normal way we came. And I was like, so. But
I like that, Laura. Good job. Yeah, sometimes Shirley is right.
Sometimes Shirley is just right. Sometimes Shirley is like that wee voice in your head goes, hold on, no, let me try a different way. It's differentiating between those two, I think, is the secret. Back to skiing. First time we went skiing, Nigel and I went off. We had our lessons. He then, after one day, was up in the other lessons, and I was like, I'm fine, mediocring it here. I'm loving my whole life, just taking her easy. Came down the slopes, and Elise's face was, as we say here, tripping her. Absolutely tripping her. And I was like, oh, Nigel, something's happened. And then by the time we scooted over to her, I realised what's happened. She had to spend all day on the bunny slopes, and she was not a happy camper.
Bunny.
Not a happy bunny at all. Like one of your sons, she was like, okay, that's not me now. I know how to ski now. I'm like, you don't know how to ski, Pat. So anyway, Nigel took her on a wee half an hour, and that just kept her happy for the next day. But she was not, that was not working for her. So she had to get a wee bit of,
because she was good already.
She was good,
yeah. Well, I get that.
She can do anything like that.
Yeah, she's the friend.
And I'm so unathletic. It's really,
me too.
I really admire her. I love, so, she's a doctor, and that's great and all, blah, 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 brilliant. But when she plays netball, it makes me happiest.
Aww.
I've literally flown over to Glasgow for the day to watch netball and come back.
Because she's that good?
Well, it's just, she is very, very, very good. She's all like, I've peaked, Mummy, I'm too old now. But it's more that it's I could never, not that I could be a doctor for goodness sake, but I'm just saying, it's just the athleticism, I just don't have it, and I really...
Of course you can be a doctor. There's neural pathways. You just need to lay them down. Frontal cortex stuff.
I could be a doctor, but it would take me 10 years, I believe. On that note, I have my 4th chapter of the book done.
Well
had
done.
To literally lie down in a darkened room after that. 4,000 words in the chapter.
Oh my.
And guess what it was about? Your favourite topic? Healthy conflict.
Oh.
And there's a whole thing about the tunnel, which now I have to go back and fix because it doesn't work for everybody.
Oh no.
Nigel brought me a glass of wine about 6:30 on the Friday night, because I was like, I have to get this off to Jill tonight. I'm not having this hanging over me. And it was like 3,800 and something. I was like, right, that's it. Because I had in my head, I sort of wanted that chapter to be decent. And Nigel brought me a glass of wine. He was like, are you actually okay? And I was like, no, I am actually not okay. I could have talked. I could talk at the SSE arena for 2 days and be okay. And that is just so mentally exhausting to me.
And you're talking it though, aren't you?
I'm talking it into the Mac.
Yeah.
But then, you have to check it, and you have to read it,
it doesn't
and
understand.
then you have to move stuff, and and it's not.
That's awesome. 4 chapters. 10 chapters? Is that the...
That's the, yes, I have the 10. I have the 10. But this one, this chapter is about healthy conflict, and the next chapter is sex and intimacy. And then,
that's what I thought you were going to say was my favourite chapter, which it wouldn't be.
This next chapter is going to be brutal as well. I have to just get it started because I'm now talking myself out of it. And then the last 3 or 4 or 5 are smaller. They're just more chunks.
And you are wanting to write them in order?
I never thought about doing anything
you could jump and do chapter 6, 7 and 8 and then come back to harder chapter 5 if
that's
it's overwhelming you at the moment.
That's a horrendous idea.
Thank you. Not a horrendous idea, she says. What a compliment.
I'll think about that one.
Well, if it's overwhelming, you go get the smaller chunks done.
That's not your worst idea, Katie.
Thank you.
Almost verging onto a good idea. Never would have thought about that.
I could be a coach.
I don't really hear this. Lara read the first 2 chapters.
Approved.
Made notes.
Okay.
Which I have to give to Jill, which Jill's done for me, and now I have to give them back to Jill and say, Lara, more so that Lara be like, Mummy, that's the way you would say it, or Mummy, that's, or
he's made it a bit more you,
and she'd and more. She'd say, Mummy, not that I was just trying to be like a bit cautious of them, just trying to be like, and then this happened. She goes, give people details about that. And I was like, I thought it'd be embarrassing for you. She goes, Mommy, seriously. Like,
my friend's not going to read it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not going to read it. And it's like, seriously, we are literally deep here now. Like,
You've told him everything already.
Exactly. Yeah, you mentioned my name every week in the podcast. I'm like, what are you going to do now? So that was kind of good. That's good. So she read the first 2 chapters and she was like, this is 1, hilarious.
Yay.
And 2, really informative.
I want to read a chapter.
Okay, fine. I have it all printed out. Had to print it because I'm just too old and I couldn't look at it. I had to like print it, hold it in my hand.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I need a
Are you watching? Sorry, changing subject. Are you watching I'm a Celebrity?
I didn't know it was on.
Stop it.
When did it come on?
It's the South Africa one.
When did that start?
All the old celebrities.
When did it start?
Sorry, you just
tell me right now.
Last Saturday.
No, I must have missed that because Ashley was here. Because have the capture. I don't think you've been watching it. I told you to watch it. Someone's like, "Did you see the last episode on Sunday?" I'm like, "Nope." No. Okay,
I have to watch that.
I have a lot to catch up.
Yeah, I think I'm in love with that and Deck. They're just
we all are a little bit, I think.
And their podcast is just like ours.
Yes. Sorry, Aunt Deck. No offense intended.
It is.
Actually, though, we started first.
We started first.
So
they copied us.
Yes.
We kind of copied
every other podcast.
We kind of copied the 2 girls.
Vogue and
thingy. My therapist ghosted me.
Yes.
See? That's HRT.
We didn't really copy them.
We didn't.
They're much ruder than me.
They are much ruder than you. Mm-hmm. It's very, very good.
Yes, I still haven't managed to listen to it.
Very funny. It's very funny. And they just really, really like each other.
They do. I think that's why everyone loves them so much, because it just does genuinely come across that they're like
Celebrity and those other things. They're quite scripted. Their accents are really quite strong, and they say things like we would say, like, "Oh, what's the crack?" And it's very fun.
I will have to give it a listen. I don't really listen to podcasts.
No, I've just been listening to it instead of us.
Cheating. Well, to be fair, we haven't put a podcast out for about 4 weeks.
Cheating, I say. Cheating is what I say.
You cheater, Nigel.
Cheating. So the question last night on I'm a Celebrity was, is it okay to check your partner's phone?
Ooh. Oh, this was on I'm a Celebrity?
Mm-hmm.
Not on
one of the
podcast.
ones they had to guess how many people in camp said it was okay to check your person's phone, and then they got like their treat.
So sneaky check.
Well,
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here you go, check my phone, or they're out the room. I'm going to have a look.
Mm-hmm. Should there be any need?
I have nothing to hide, so
for either.
No, there should not be. But if there is it? Therefore, it's okay.
The wording.
Yeah. Oh, Ant and Deck.
Mm-hmm. Ant and Deck.
Have a word with yourself.
With the wording. Of course, there's 3 celebrities were like, it's not even checking. It's just picking up your person's phone and seeing if they text their brother back because they're going to text me. And I was like, exactly. That's exactly what it should be like. It should be like, if you not text, I'll just text them for you now. The phone should be fully transparent. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we have questions from today.
Oh, well then let's end on those.
Okay.
Hold on. I have not been pre-warned of these questions.
I know, that makes me very happy. Hold on. I have to put my glasses on for these. Right. Oh, you'll like this one, Katie. This is going to get you your classic.
Okay, but you did just say I have to put my glasses on for these, and then
I think I'm okay.
You haven't got reach for them. They're right there. Okay.
I know. But
just hold the phone 10 foot out.
I just remind myself of my mother when I do. When I see myself doing this, I just remember my mummy trying to thread a needle with no glasses on like this. Oh no, this is not the one I wanted to ask you first. Hold on. This is the one I wanted to ask you first. Sorry, you can edit that wee bit. How do you cope / get over the fact that one person does all ? While other has lots of TV time? I think this is
Did Billy write this in?
I think this is your classic answer.
Kick him in the kneecap.
And see, you just went to him straight away.
well, that's because. But no, actually, I was saying Billy wrote it about me because I do watch a lot of TV. Did Nigel write about you? You watch a lot of TV. Was it Love Nigel?
Love Nigel. Yeah. I'm presuming it's a woman who's writing it in, that she's doing everything.
I don't think men are sending you questions. Please prove me wrong, men, if you'd like. But I think it's the women.
10% of my followers are men. It's very poor, really.
Oh, I saw on your stories this week that you speak man.
I do speak man. Very well. A man wrote me that review.
That was a review you got. That
How
you
cool
speak
is
man.
that?
That was a man wrote the review.
A man wrote the review and said, "You speak man really well."
Oh,
it was so cute.
That is cute. Coming from a man, I didn't. That's even better that it came from a man. Cool.
They should sign it. Fake name. Never know wants to. Right. So what do we do about this, Katie?
We discuss with our partner the mental load and how they need to take on some of it.
Stop my whole world. I'll also add. Very good. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'll also add. How did we get into this predicament?
Because of their terrible parents. Terrible parents. What their parents do. Because their parents enabled them to always never have to do stuff for themselves.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. That's very good. I wasn't going out that way. Very good. Very good.
Past traumas.
You're just saying things like
no, but I was right about the parent thing.
You're right. Yeah. So, in their house growing up, they were able to just lie around and watch TV while most possibly the mum ran around doing everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, sometimes I have to talk to my women and say, okay, how did this happen? Like when you moved in, did you just start taking over all the dishwashing and the laundry and they were doing this?
Yes.
Yeah. Or if they
weren't doing it to your standards, so you took over and so then why would they bother anymore?
So it's about taking accountability for where your part is. Or maybe you were perfectly happy doing all whatever insurance policies and all things Nigel does. But you were perfectly happy doing all that stuff. And then you had a baby and then you had another baby and then you were like, okay, I can't do all this stuff and all the housework and the baby. So what responsibility can you take for it?
So you need to have the discussion.
Have the chance. Oh, this is a different thing. This question to me is, am I going to the big day out on Saturday? Yes, I am going to the big day out on Saturday. Whoever this is, I will see you there.
Tell her hello.
My girls think it's the stupidest name ever. Why is it called? I'm like, it's just called the big day out because, this is...
Yeah, it's when you get all fancy dressed up and stuff. Yeah, I think that's a great name for it.
I think so too. I'm going to the big day out.
I'm not.
You're not, sorry, I know.
I'm not sorry. I'll be sleeping.
This is the one you don't like.
Oh, okay.
When is it time to go? You don't like these big
I don't like these ones. No, I'm not going to answer that one.
Oh, when do you think it'd be time to go?
When you're very unhappy.
What do you think the percentage is of men who file for divorce or women?
I think women probably file more than men.
Men sort of white knuckle it.
Isn't there a thing? Well, not even that women that aren't married live a lot longer than married women or something.
Yeah,
but married men live longer than unmarried.
Married women don't live as long.
Yeah,
but they live longer if they're single.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't need men. Men need women. Sweeping statement.
Story of the entire world, to be fair, I think.
Are you on that boat? Are you with me? Yeah. We have been sold by the patriarchy. Brilliant now. That women need men. But now, I mean,
and the reason we sold that is because men knew they needed us, and they knew that we didn't need them.
I think they're smart enough to know that.
I think one or two of them were, and everyone else just went along with
it. So yes, and if women are single, they'll just make a bigger friend group. They'll have more hobbies. Where men tend to just sit in their PlayStation and turn into the manosphere.
Oh, did you watch that?
I watched it. It wasn't surprising to me, but it was still hard watch.
Yeah, it wasn't surprising. This is for listeners, Louis Theroux's documentary on Netflix, where he goes and talks to all those misogynistic twats on YouTube who, for some reason, thought they could outsmart Louis Theroux.
Well, that did amuse me,
which actually was my favorite part.
Or what's the word I'm like really bait him, they really wanted to get, and he's Louis Theroux.
He's Louis Theroux. He just says two words and then he's silent, and then you spill your guts to him, no matter what those guts are. Yeah. He's a genius. I love Louis Theroux.
It was very prevalent. The dad figures were not.
Yes, there was never a good dad figure in any of those relationships, and it really made me laugh at the end, and which it was intended to do, the behind the scenes of the one guy talking to his mum, and the mum,
she was making him up the floor. And
yeah,
and it was like great mum.
It was the opposite of everything he talked about. Yeah. Anyway, that was a little side. Anyway, Lisa, when is it time to go?
When it's time to go? It's time to go when you have offered your partner a chance to come to coaching, when you have offered them an ebook, when you have offered them to do a course, when you have changed the way you are dressing, and we're not saying the you word, and have changed your way of going about it, and there is no movement on their side.
When you've tried to fix it, no matter the way, not necessarily with the ebook or the life coaching.
Absolutely, with the ebook and the life coaching.
Oh, that's the only way. If you want, do those two things, and then you can go. No, you've tried to fix it, and they have no interest in the fix.
No interest. No. Well, more no interest in changing. Our neural pathways must be. We must be like, do you know what? I can stop slamming the doors. I'll stop slamming the doors. Next time we have an argument and they continue to slam doors, mate, you're not changing. You're not developing. We're not growing. We're stuck here.
Billy really hated the toilet seat, the top being left up.
See?
He grew up in a house where the whole seat is down.
It's probably.
Which at the time I'm like, ugh. But then he's like, otherwise the poop water is just flushing around the room. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. So that's what we do now in our house, because it was not that big a deal for me, but it was a big deal to him.
It's like glasses up this way or glasses down the other way. You know, these things are, but we're talking about slightly bigger things.
Slightly bigger.
Lids right now. But yes, you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, it's like, and we can all be like, oh, sorry, sweetheart. I know I said that I would work on being on time. I'm sorry about that. You know, everybody gets one or two chances, but we're in this for years now, and there's no change and no development, and we're just repeating. It's narcissistic. Sorry.
And it's time to go.
What is the most important thing you should do before getting into a relationship?
Ask your mum.
That's not a bad one. That's very good, actually. If you have a good relationship with your mummy, ask your mummy. That's very good, kid. That's very good, kid. I like it. I would add to that.
Okay.
That do the work on yourself, you know, blah, 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 figure out your attachment standards, all that. But I would also say, I've heard people say the most important decision you'll ever make is who you have children with. The most important decision you ever make is who you partner with. Children come after.
So you're saying the partner is more important than the children decision.
Because who they are is who they are.
Yeah.
Like if they're funny, they'll probably continue to be funny. If they're extroverted like me, they'll probably continue to be extroverted. If not, get worse. Sorry, Nige. If they are lazy, they will always be lazy. Don't fall in love with the version you've made up in your head.
Oh. So what, do you do that with like a survey, or how do you figure out?
Well, when we're falling in love, we're all rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, they'll get better. They'll get calmer. They'll get kinder.
Yeah.
They don't. We don't. I was a precocious child. I'm a precocious adult. I'm an extrovert. That's what I am.
So take off the rose-tinted glasses.
Take off the rose, and you're absolutely right. Talk to your mum, talk to your friends, and your friends go, like, you know, he's actually a bit cheap. Oh, right. Okay, he's not a generous person. If that's okay with you and that's something you can work with, that's fine. You know? But if
that would not have worked with Lisa.
That would not have worked with me.
What do you mean I'm paying for my own drink?
No, I'm one of those.
I'm kidding.
I'm those meme girls. I'm in the memes. What? What am I talking about? I'm in the reels. Like, I just walk out of the house. If I'm with Nige, I'm like, what? Who? Where? I'm right here. I just follow him. Where are we even going? I don't even know. We're going to Oma tomorrow do a podcast. I won't even know how to get there. I will give him the address, and that's me going. But then there's a reel on Instagram, and it's like me with my partner, and I'm just like Bambi following along. Me without my partner, and it's, you know, Tommy Shelby from Peaky Blinders walking out of a building and the building exploding. It's like, yep.
I see that. Is that it? Is that our questions?
We can only split this one into two.
We could.
That's our questions for tonight.
And then I think we're done.
We're done.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.